Mm, I'm always grateful for donations. I just feel like I'm always trying to play catch up. I'm rarely in a position where like I'm ahead for the month. It's like this trip I'm on right now. Like I usually make like $800 from streaming, and you know another $300 or $400 from other venues in a week. Not counting local. I don't really know how to factor local money in because I never know what local money is coming in. But so I do all that, and I'm probably going to spend 17 or $1,800 while on the trip. And so this trip's going to cost me like 3 grand, and like I have no clue how to make that up. No actual clue. Why do you always complain about money? That's a we usually get paid 2 to 3 thousand a month. Why did you always complain about money and you make 5K in a bad month? That's just something that recently started happening. Like we started making money from local in February ish. Hey Apollo, hope your New York goes well. Honestly, I've been exhausted the whole time. Thank you for the $10, man. Like my thing with local is like take yesterday. Yesterday was a travel day. You know, so every gate we had in the airport was across the airport, and every airport we did. So like I had to tear my feet up getting to and from gates because we had like a 45-minute layover in like Baltimore, and like we came in at like gate C, and we had to go like be at like gate A16, which is on the complete opposite side of the terminal. And by the time we got there, they started pre-boarding early, so it's like, oh my lord. And getting on a plane to begin with as a fat person, it's terrible. It's terrible. Rest, Miss Wings. How was driving the Cybertruck? Are you a Tesla fanboy now? Cybertruck's got a lot of torque. We can't. We didn't really like. They put a video out yesterday, and wasn't that very good. Um, but there's a lot of stuff like that. King doesn't want us to like record a lot of his property or like things that can identify where he lives at because he's worried about people swatting him or swatting like his party and stuff like that. So like a lot of the video footage we recorded couldn't go into the video itself, right? So there's that. Do I miss Rainbow Six Siege? No, I don't. Like, if I miss playing a video game right now, it'd be Elden Ring, because I'm kind of, like, into the Elden Ring DLC. But Siege is just something I do because it's easy to stream. Well, I was trying to change. I don't know. I was just sitting here. Like, I've been exhausted. How's Keem's? Like, Keem's house was, like, more nice than I thought it was going to be. Because I was over here sitting there thinking Keem was just lying about his money. Right? Like he ain't have no money whatsoever. Like there's do's and don'ts about it. Like it's more redneck than I thought he was. Than I thought Keemstar was going to be, because he's like a farm boy, and he lives like a farm boy, right? Like he literally has like a C8 Corvette that just like sits outside and shit like that. That ride in the C8? No, I haven't rode in the C8. We rode in the Cybertruck. We went off roading in the Cybertruck. Um, He tried to convince me and Boogie to do the paddle boat because he has like this pond he built on his property, and he's got like paddle boats and kayaks and shit you can get into. And he tried to convince us to do that yesterday. Like today's our pretty much like day off. Like we're just doing what we want to do today. And I decided to sleep. That shit was sink. That's what he's hoping for. That we sink the paddle boat. But he has like a tractor, like an excavator, that he can pull this boat back out from the bottom of the pond. Who's looking after pets? My sister's staying at my house right now, looking after the pets. She agreed to house sit. Hey man, how's it going? Is Boogie in the same place you're at right now? No, Boogie, Desi, and like Kelly went to Niagara Falls. I went and took a nap. Have you seen the inside of King's sex dungeon yet? Big ups, man. I haven't seen the inside of his sex dungeon. I've seen most of his, because like the house we're at is like his summer house, right? So he has 2 or 3 houses, and I like there was a thing where we talk about Keemstar being a narcissist. I think Keemstar's totally a fucking narcissist, by the way. Like on his Cybertruck, his C8, his C7, and his Silverado, he has personalized tags for all of them that say Keemstar. And if it doesn't go that far enough, he literally puts his Keemstar logo on the side of the car, right? Like, so it's like the side of his truck, it says like Keemstar Industries. Like, he has like speakers in his house, like these big Pioneer speakers. They have like speaker grills on them. They have Keemstar on it. Like, his pool table felt, like the felt on the pool table has his logo embroidered in it. He has a bar that has like Keemstar embroidered into the glass. Like every anywhere he could put his logo, he has, because I guess he forgets what company paid for all this stuff. I personally missed my chance to see Niagara Falls. I've seen it in photos. Same thing with London. I went to London. I didn't see shit in London either. No, Boogie's fine. I think I heard Boogie and Desi having sex last night. That was a little traumatic. You guys are still mad that I didn't go to Niagara Falls. It's literally water falling off a cliff. I've seen it in Skyrim. Yeah, we went off roading in the Cybertruck. She's not with another man. Boogie and Desi took their own car and they're going to do other stuff. She took the rental car. You guys love the Trail Boss. Like, y'all didn't ever talk about my other truck at all. Like, how come I didn't get a V8 Camaro? Because I didn't buy the Camaro. My wife bought the Camaro. My wife's money, her credit, her payment. She bought what she wanted to buy. Why am I sitting like this? Well, a couple reasons. One, try not to like show off what Airbnb I'm at, because I don't want to get swatted. Two, if they learn what Airbnb I'm at, I just don't want to like give away my positioning in the world. So like, you can't use this part of the ceiling to give away my positioning. What's the point? Shit, I didn't want to go on this trip. This is something that Keem wanted us to do. Well, me and Boogie supposed to have a wrestling match at some point in this year, and like I've been trying to teach Boogie how to wrestle, and I was teaching him how to do the chest slap. Well, the sideways cameras, because like YouTube won't let you go into um, 16:9 without it going to advanced settings, and I can't get into advanced settings without having a computer with my account logged in on it. And like my YouTube password is enormous. Like it would take like an FBI team of hackers to figure it out, and I don't remember it. So like logging in somewhere else is out of the question. I didn't like doing TRT. Like TRT, I hated the intermuscular shots. I'd rather not have a working penis. Kelly's texting me right now. She wants to make it to the Canadian side of Niagara Falls, and I go, "What's on the Canadian side of Niagara Falls?" She goes, "Canada." There's a topical TRT. I know. There's a TRT that they like cut into your skin and put like underneath your skin. There's topical TRT. There's the intermuscular shot TRT. But guess what? It also all of it costs about $1,000 a month with insurance. I'm good. What do you mean this big meat bag has a partner? I'm awesome. I was just exhausted from yesterday, man. Like I have I have this, and this is gonna sound dumb as hell, but the second you put me on a timeline, the minute you put me on a timeline, I will start to have anxiety about it, and I can't sleep. Like if I set an alarm clock and I lay down at 11 o'clock to go to sleep, I'll just sit there and count how many minutes and hours I have until I got to get up, and then I'll procrastinate. I'll be like, all right, let me watch a YouTube video. Then I'll go back and try to sleep again, and I'll try to watch another YouTube video. I'll try to sleep again, and I'll like get up and go like use the bathroom, and I'll get laid back down. Well, I stayed up that entire night, and then I went and got on the plane. Didn't sleep on any of the planes. Got off the plane, had to drive here, and by the time I got here, I'd been already been up for like 26 hours. I took like a 2 hour nap, and then Boogie got here, and Boogie's over here wanting to appease Keemstar, and he's like, Keem wants us to go to the house. Keem wants us to do this. Keem wants to do that. And then like that video we put out just recently, where I'm like, well, Keem can suck my dick, because like I was exhausted because I destroyed my feet in the airport. I hadn't. I pretty much was going for 26 hours straight, and I'm a big motherfucker, dude. Like anything you're doing in life, just imagine doing it with yourself on your back. That's what living like Jordie's like. We brought our passports to go across to Canada. And the reason I didn't go to Niagara Falls is because Kelly wanted me to be up at like 11 o'clock today. And on the Niagara Falls. And, everybody, and like, because other people, I'm like, yo, y'all go without me. I'm going back to sleep. Like, at the end of the day, I don't really give a shit about seeing shit like Niagara Falls or shit like that. I could care less. Like, every time I've ever done something like that, it's always been underwhelming. Like, it's always like, oh, this is it? Okay. Like, the only thing I've ever looked at that wasn't underwhelming was the ocean. Keep starting paying my house off. My house been paid off for 5 years now. Did I pay it off with the surgery money I scammed? No, I actually paid it off with the Trump money. My last payment on my house was I got a stimulus check from like Trump, and it was like $2,600 or some shit like that. I took that and I put like the natural $600 I was going to put on it, and I just paid it off. That was my last house payment. No, I'm not gonna lose Kelly, man. I think Kelly realized that I'm not fun. She's fully aware I wasn't fun when she married me. Well, here's the secret. Boogie drove here, but when Boogie goes to the airport, he gets pushed around in a wheelchair. I actually walk it. What are you trying to say here, bud? Dog, I'm trying to make this trip cost as least as humanly possible. Just couldn't be more lazy. What do you want to see? See, how does Kelly have the same journey as you? Yet you say the journey left you too tired to go to Niagara Falls, but she has energy. Weird. Kelly weighs like 165 pounds, dude. I weigh 420. You literally could. Kelly would have to could literally carry herself on her back and still have to hold like a toddler to make my weight. Hold up, let me think about this. No, Kelly almost could hold three of her, get on her back twice to be my weight. Do I ever consider moving to Canada for the medical side? I mean, I have health insurance. I'm not doing that, nothing like that, dude. Did I intentionally stream at the premiere? No, I planned on streaming tonight when everybody got back, but like I'm sitting here bored and I got nothing to do. Like, there's no TVs in the house. I don't have access to a car right now, so like it's like okay, I'm just here by myself. So I figured like now's a good time to stream a couple hours. I don't look good. I thought. I mean, I look like a bulbous whale, but you know it is what it is. Yeah, McDoubles in South Carolina are 2 for $3.29 or something like that. Well, 3K's factoring in like lost wages because we're not going to be able to get back to probably the 6th before we get back, and then once we get back on the 6th, Kelly has to have surgery on her teeth. I don't know why people like that professional video wasn't even that good. It was just some dude that does like video game content. Watch a troll video. It's not that important. Yeah, she's got a wisdom tooth that's been bothering her, and she's going to have it extracted. But we had to get an appointment with a tooth surgeon. Though you guys are asking me if I brought my Switch. Let me tell you what Boogie fucking brought. All right, we woke up this morning like 8:30, and Kelly fixed us some eggs, and she made Boogie like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And Boogie brings out his gaming laptop so he can log in to Fallout 76 on his Xbox at home So he's like linking his Xbox to his laptop on his Windows account so he can do his dailies on Fallout 76. This motherfucker literally popped that shit out. Dog, like honestly, I would go back to sleep right now if I didn't want to be up all night by myself. Because like normally if I'm at home, I could play Elden Ring or do something in my office. Here, there's not even a TV. Like I literally would have to watch YouTube videos for like 6 hours. King of not leaving his house, dude. I hate fucking traveling, but some reason I always do it. I always get wrangled into this shit. I've been everywhere, and it's like, why do I do this to myself? That's a good question. Do blind people dream? And if so, how did they dream? You know, I know somebody I can ask this. I could ask Blind Fury this. Do blind people dream? No, I've traveled more than 3 times in my life. I've pulled motorcycles to Sturgis, North Dakota. I've had my stomach cut out in Mexico. I boxed a fat man in London. I went to a Fourth of July party in Buffalo. I used to a girl used to cheat on her husband with me in North Carolina. I used to stay at I stayed at a guy's house for a month that was a gun guru on YouTube in Georgia. I've been I've been to the Mississippi's. I've been to Clemson. Um, I've been to Oklahoma to see my brother before he went off to fight the war in Iraq. Like I've went a lot of places at this point. No, I'm not trying to move houses every year, but to say I'm not well traveled is, am I a rock star? No. Do I tour for a living? No. But like, for a fat man that doesn't want to travel, I've traveled more than my share. Do I have autism? Possibly. I don't know. There's something wrong with my ass, you know. Like all the chances and people that I know, and I'm still a failure. It gotta be something wrong with me. Do I think I'll go to heaven? I mean, I don't believe heaven exists, but if heaven does exist, I feel like I'm a good enough person that I should be able to. Any plans to grow up yet? I feel like I'm an adult. I didn't log into Fallout 76 today to get my get my dailies done. Well, first off, Boogie didn't take my wife anywhere. They just happened to go to the same place. Boogie and Desi took their own car. Kelly took the rental car, and that's where we're at with that. Would I date somebody as young as Boogie's girlfriend? No. I mean, like I have nothing in common with somebody that young. Like when I was single, I looked for a couple things in potential partners. I wanted somebody that challenged me, like mentally, which is not very hard to do. But like, there's girls that are dumber than me. So I wanted somebody that challenged me mentally. I wanted somebody that was sassy. I wanted somebody who can make their own choices and that could carry a conversation. Like these are the things I look for in women. Why did I marry Kelly? I married Kelly because the only way I would be able to have Kelly for myself for the rest of my life was to marry her. I'm not Christian, but like marriage is a Christian ceremony for the most part, at least in my part of the world. So the only way I would get to make sure that nobody else had Kelly or like she was not a part of my life was to marry her, and I needed her to be a part of the rest of my life. That's why I married Kelly. Not so much own her, but like I didn't want to see her with any other guy. I wanted her for myself. Have I ever dated black women? I've dated a couple black women. I've dated one Latina, three black women, and everybody else was white. Show my feet. Foot. Where's the foot at? Foot. Lame. What's it like being in an actual house for once? It's the same as living in a modular home. Like it's the exact same. Am I worried about trolls going to my house while I'm not home? Well, first off, I have 7 outside cameras that record to the cloud. I have floodlights that are motion censored, and my sister's also house sitting for us. So if anybody goes to my house, they're most likely going to get arrested. Do I blame the Juggernauts for Boogie's crypto? No. You can't blame somebody else for an action that you do, no matter how persuasive they are. Right? Like, because at the end of the day, it was Boogie that chose to believe this, and it was Boogie that transferred the funds, and it was Boogie who didn't pull out when the money went up. So, I mean, like, you can say, like, oh, he had a hand in it, but at the end of the day, it's Boogie's fault. Big Mac, I don't have any firearms. I got rid of all my firearms when I was getting swatted back to back. Oh, my foot's fine. Like, everybody was like, oh, you got plantar fasciitis or whatever the hell they called it. But what it really was like from there to there, like this little tendon right here was sore from driving. Like, because I do this number right here, constantly driving. And I got it where I stressed the tendon out right here. And I think I just need better shoes. I need some high top shoes, because like my current shoes are these things. Like, they're just like slip-on Skechers. As you can like see right there, the back side's already coming apart on them. I just need some high top shoes that support near the ankle better. Daisy, I've already made that comment. He's just a dude that doesn't know about anything and taking a troll video at face value. Those videos are designed to make me look bad. So it made me look bad. It's not that big a deal. She's on the Maid of the Mist right now. You know, well, people look at me and be like, Kelly's not 165 pounds. Like, yeah, she is. She's 165. I mean, like, Kelly's gifted with the mammaries. So, like, sometimes the clothes that she wears doesn't make her look as small as she is. But yeah, she's getting there. How do you stop hating the way you look? Remember that only you can be you. Don't worry, you're not on anybody else's timeline, man. So stop worrying about what you look like. There's somebody out there for everybody. If my body count can go 10 plus, yours can too. Big Mick, I've already talked about the professional 4 or 5 times, man. I'm not gonna sit here and like cultivate some kind of hatred for this man's channel, which I don't care. Like, the man saw a clip. The clip was what it is, but he doesn't understand all the optics around the clip. So, like, if he thinks I'm a butthole, he thinks I'm a butthole. It's all good. It's all good.